Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly relationship reading for a Gemini. What is it Gemini needs to know? Clarity please for Gemini. Married, single, anything in between? Gemini. Yeah, it's all about patience and investing. Someone hoping something pays off. This is also an energy of someone who doesn't put all their eggs in one basket too. Yeah, it's all about being fair, justice and harmony, being fair. It has to do with investing in a commitment, but it's about balance and harmony. Yeah, I do see an energy of three people. There's maybe people talking. I see some kind of good news, it's about investing. It has to do with a union, some kind of celebration. There's some sort of good news. Yeah, I do see the Queen of Swords here. This could be yourself, Gemini. Waiting patiently. But it's about justice and harmony, whether someone's being fair. I'm going to tell you, if you got someone who's not investing in commitment, and they maybe even, I don't know, talking to other people, this is yourself speaking truth. I do see a Libra energy, so this could be a masculine Gemini energy here as well. So always look at that energy, but it's all about investing and being patient, whether something will pay off. I feel someone's not putting all their eggs in one basket. You could be just speaking truth about that because somebody won't commit. They're not really invested. So maybe just, we've got a King of Cups here. Ooh, somebody... And we have the Queen of Pentacles, which is an energy. Someone may have other options, opportunities, but I do see some kind of good news. So we'll see. I feel people are talking, saying good things, and someone here's just right for someone. But I do feel with this Queen of Swords, speaking truth, learning. So you're learning something here. And I do feel speaking up and speaking your mind. But it's about being sensible and practical, looking into the future. It's about do you see yourself with this person? Saying to look at all the details, stay grounded. Somebody here may have choices too. Who's this King of Cups? Queen of Cups too. This is about coupling up here. Kindness, compassion, speaking truth, someone who truly cares about someone. But it's telling you to be sensible and practical. I feel like somebody here has, I don't know, getting out, socializing, being social. Yeah, someone here is waiting. So we have a person who's waiting for commitment or waiting for someone to come in right. But it's about being fair. I think some of you are getting tired of waiting. You may be cutting someone out here. I do see truly caring, kindness, compassion, truth, speaking truth. But I do feel it's an energy of grounding yourself. Looking into the future. Do you really see yourself with a person who keeps you waiting? Because it's like wasting your time. So I do feel this energy of socializing. See, you're kind of waiting for something, but I see being social. I do see some sort of people getting together. I feel like there's somebody here too. Like I say, there is a Libra energy here, and it could be, if you're the masculine here, it's somebody telling someone the truth, that someone truly cares. They're kind, compassionate, forgiving. But it's also an energy of, with the Queen of Swords, if this is yourself, this is not being a pushover. Yeah, like I say, someone here has been waiting, looking at things from a different perspective. Somebody checking out someone else here. I do feel there's an energy of three. It's showing. See, while you're waiting, maybe getting out, socializing. Because somebody here is not investing. You're waiting patiently for commitment or marriage, or just somebody who comes in right. Yeah, we got the King of Swords. See, this is an energy of someone being a little cold. It's a person being very analytical, but I do see an energy of a person here. It's about whether to invest in this situation or not. I think someone's still invested in the past. It's something to do with the marriage or commitment here. Someone's cutting someone out here, but I do see an energy of two people speaking their truth about being fair, about harmony. This could be a marriage here too, where someone's waiting for, someone who keeps somebody waiting. But I do see a person talking to other people, getting out there. I see someone speaking truth. Yeah, we have a Queen of Wands energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, maybe Scorpio for some of you. This is someone who truly cares. They're speaking truth. I mean, this could be somebody in that social circle, a friend or somebody telling you the truth. They truly care. But I feel someone's checking out other people here while they're waiting. Because there's someone here who's not being patient anymore. They feel like the ship has sailed. This is someone changing their focus, just kind of doing their own thing. Yeah, a little change of perspective here. Yeah, it's because somebody keeps rushing in, changing their mind. So it has to do with someone taking decisive action. But to me, this looks like someone who, and I do feel someone here is speaking truth. It's about not investing. Is someone still focused on something else here? Maybe a past relationship. But it's about investing, waiting patiently. Someone's keeping you waiting. Or vice versa. Yeah, we have someone here who's single. See, it's about, I really feel like this is someone who's speaking truth. They just want to be single. They're not, it's all about marriage commitment. It has to do with something from the past, a past relationship possibly. Maybe you're waiting for someone to be single here or vice versa. But if you got someone who has spoke that truth, it's about seeing the truth. Because it looks like we have someone who rushes in without thinking and then changes their mind. And it could even be yourself here, changing your mind here. Because this is someone doing their own thing. Someone who's tired of waiting, wasting their time and energy, getting out, socializing, being more social. Yeah, we've got the Two of Cups. So this is about two people talking, connecting. See, a heart-to-heart conversation, but it's about a connection. Soulmate connection. I do see friends of friends here too. I think someone's checking someone else out here. And it's also someone who's taking that little pause, looking at this from a different perspective, putting the shoe on the other foot, how the other person feels. So I wouldn't be surprised if this Queen of Swords is a friend. Someone speaking truth about someone taking decisive action. It has to do with somebody coming in. Definitely there's been some sort of truth. If you got somebody telling you truth, they just want to be single, then take that for what it is they say, okay? But I also see somebody learning something here too. Somebody finding out someone is single. Yeah, interesting. Let's have a look at justice. Yeah, we got a person soul searching, looking for clues and answers. It's all about going down this path. It's all about actually investing in marriage and commitment. I think some of you, if you got a person who's told you truth, they said it like it is, and they actually just want to be single, because I feel there's a couple things going on. There's three people here. There could be friends of friends, but like I say, there's people saying good things, but it's someone who's keeping a person waiting. And that Queen of Rods is someone who's tired of being patient, wasting time, wasting energy, getting out, socializing, being more social. And I do see a connection. Because we got somebody here definitely going within. It's either going within about being fair. It's about commitment, looking for answers, looking for clues. Yeah, so someone with some baggage. But it's also an energy of someone not following through. See, something isn't fair. But I do see someone releasing baggage, letting go, taking responsibility. I feel like you got someone who's just not reliable. It's like I feel they're speaking truth. They just want to be single, you know. They may have feelings. They may even feel love. But like I say, this is somebody here who, you know, I feel they could still be invested in something in the past that's weighing heavily. But to me, it looks like you got someone who's not reliable. That's why I feel it's this energy of getting out and socializing, connecting with someone else. But it has to do with somebody taking decisive action. I feel like you got a person who's looking at things from a different perspective. But if you are that feminine energy, I feel a lot of this is also yourself. Choosing your battles. See, it's all about choosing your battles and thinking things through. Seeing things from a different perspective. Somebody is definitely speaking their mind here. You know, we got a person kind of moving slow, dragging their feet, assessing the situation. This could be yourself in that energy, but I feel it's both people. I feel like you got someone who's kind of moving slow, dragging their feet. I feel like it's an energy. The Queen of Pentacles is an energy of someone who just grounds himself and looks at, kind of visualizes the future, where it's about where you see yourself. It's about stability. Someone who's stable. But this is a person who wants a partner. They want that soulmate connection. So I do see the energy of friends first. Kind of taking things a little bit slow. I definitely feel we've got, I mean, this is two people who truly care about each other. There's love, but I feel someone just wants to be single. Others of you, I feel it's an energy, like I say, of someone who's not reliable. You can't rely on them. They keep you waiting. And I do feel this is someone who wants to be single, but others of you have a person who's trying to learn if you are. So I do feel there's going to be decisions being made here. Yeah, see, this is the Queen of Pentacles wants a partner, someone who's there through thick and thin. And I do feel there's somebody here where people are talking, saying nice things. Could be the Queen of Wands. It could be a friend or friend of a friend, or even the Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups. But there's people. Yeah, other people's opinions. This is somebody saying, this is somebody kind, compassion, someone who truly cares. Now we have this person. You know, it has to do with whether this person truly cares, because I do feel it's about being single, someone enjoying the fruits of their labor. See, they're not really invested or interested in commitment. But it's somebody wanting to learn what you're interested in, what you're up to. It's like they're learning this. So this is an interesting read, Gemini, masculine or feminine. But it has to do with harmony and balance, being fair. Someone here is not reliable. And I do feel someone has baggage from a past relationship they're still focused on. So they're speaking truth, but it's taking somebody at their word. They're making a decision. They feel confident. Yeah, into me I see, going within. Somebody going within, a little Pisces energy. So this is about trusting your own intuition. Feel like you know this person has feelings. They're keeping it all to themselves. But the problem is with this person, I do think they just want to be single. See, it's whether someone's truly interested in someone for the right reasons. Who is this King of Swords? Yeah, someone's seeing the bigger picture. See, it's about being happy, what makes them happy. They're trying to figure out what makes them happy. But I feel this is someone kind of feels fulfilled. They have what they want. They're single. But I also see the other scenario again is someone seeing that bigger picture, wanting to know if someone's single, finding out someone's single, and maybe even waiting. So there's somebody here waiting in the wings here. But it is a person who feels somebody isn't reliable. It's like they're tired of waiting. And we know the Queen of Wands is someone like, hey, talk to the hand here. I'm not waiting. So that's why I feel this is somebody kind of, you know, choosing their battles, thinking things through to do with connecting. Because it looks like there's a couple people here. Tell me more about the High Priestess. Yeah, see, this is going within. Into me I see. Do you see yourself with this person as a partner? Are they reliable, stable? Can you count on this person long term through thick and thin? We have somebody here taking action and someone dragging their feet. I mean, it is an energy of playing it safe. The Queen of Pentacles is an energy of someone who plays it safe. But it's about seeing that bigger picture. Sometimes people love somebody and they keep it within. They don't want to take things any further. Because it has to do with someone definitely with baggage. But I do see someone trying to release that baggage. But it's someone here not reliable. You can't depend on someone. Yeah, they're not putting in the effort. Someone doesn't want the responsibility. They don't want to do all the work. They're more focused on work too. Someone enjoying the fruits of their labor. See, they don't want somebody to depend on them. They don't want that pressure, that weight on their shoulders. Tell me about the Queen of Rods. Yeah, there's definitely people here. And I wouldn't be surprised as this is somebody thinking about people they've dated or relationships in the past. Because I do see that energy of truth. Someone here is speaking some kind of truth. You know, there we have it. Someone taking a step back. Somebody here is trying to be patient, but they're losing patience. And they're taking a step back, seeing things from a different light, starting to feel something is off. It's not right. It's not fair. So it's saying to trust your intuition if you're that feminine energy. And I do see somebody here possibly even connecting with another person, because I see that soulmate connection. Two people having a heart-to-heart conversation. So some of you may be thinking of moving on, where you can't rely on someone. You want a partner. The Queen of Pentacles wants a partner, someone who's there long-term through thick and thin. But I also see someone telling someone that the other person makes a great partner. They're stable, they're reliable, they can be depended on. Somebody who's a good friend. And if you've been that way with someone and they won't make a commitment, then that's where I feel someone, you're just kind of waiting, trying to be patient, and starting to feel something is off. It doesn't feel right. It's not fair. So I do see somebody maybe getting out, socializing, a little test. It's a test of faith, a test of patience. But yeah, it could be someone testing someone here. Like, I feel like you're being tested, but I do feel it's about just seeing that bigger picture. Yeah, there it is. See, it's an energy of someone it's an energy of someone putting on the brakes. Someone taking their power back here. So a little power struggle, but this is an energy of someone putting on the brakes, taking another look. See, this is someone putting on the brakes, taking another look, and this is what they see. Is the Queen of Pentacles, somebody who makes a great partner. But I definitely see that push-pull energy. So tell me about the Chariot. Yeah, someone back and forth, should I or shouldn't I? If you got somebody who won't make up their mind, often the Queen of Swords makes up someone's mind for them. But I do see a soulmate connection, and I do see a friends first. The Queen of Pentacles being friends first. So I do see a little test here. Yeah, some of you may have Aries, Leo, or Sag in your chart here. A little test, something tempting too. I do see this temptation. Yeah. Tell me more about this. It's an energy of someone who makes decisions through calm. She's just being calm, grounding, making a decision when things are calm. Yeah, but there is a decision that needs to be made. Someone making a decision. Could be a reconciliation, a little test. But it's also out with the old and in with the new. I feel someone's tired of waiting. It's time to release, out with the old and in with the new. And that's what I feel, getting out, socializing, being more social, tired of waiting, sitting at home waiting for somebody. So it's all about a change of perspective, taking a pause, looking at this from a whole different perspective. But it is about a soulmate. It is two people speaking up and speaking their truth. I feel somebody's already told somebody. They're happy. They feel happy where they're at. They're emotionally fulfilled to see being alone. But the other scenario is somebody here who has spent some time alone. They're happy, but it's also seeing that bigger picture about the future. And I do feel someone has baggage they need to let go of. Someone's spending time alone, learning to make themselves happy before they can make another person happy. So if you feel something is off here, that's where I feel this judgment and decision, making a big decision here, a life path decision. Out with the old, in with the new. It's a healing. So I do see a little test, test in the water, a test of faith, test of your own strength, if you're in that energy. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised there's somebody tempting someone here. Like I say, there's friends of friends or people here. So I do think people are saying good things about you, okay? I don't feel like there's this negative, but I do feel this is something that's maybe been on and off, or someone can't make up their mind. And I do see this energy of someone comparing apples to oranges. It has to do with being emotionally fulfilled. Two people sharing that cup, telling each other how they feel. It's like somebody, as soon as that time comes, maybe even to take it to the next level, somebody puts on the brakes. So it's about being fair, justice, and harmony, someone coming in right. So it's all about looking at the bigger picture. It's also the King and Queen of Cups, taking a pause, looking at how the other person feels. Because it's about being fair, but it's also the energy of restoring harmony and balance. So there is, I feel, single people and married people in this situation too. But it's all about the Queen of Pentacles wanting a partner, something long-term, a person who's stable, reliable, they can be dependent on. I actually feel there's people talking about you. Someone who's always there through thick and thin. Yeah, beautiful Empress. So this is somebody definitely in the Empress energy. See, healing, somebody healing, taking a step back, seeing the bigger picture. But the King of Swords is also in that energy, and I do feel it's someone speaking some kind of truth. This is someone who needs to be single for a while to figure out what makes them happy. Because often people, until they're happy with themselves, spending time alone, learning, they can't make anyone else happy. I think this is just somebody happy, fulfilled, being single. I really feel that. So, yeah. And I do see, there it is. There's the curiosity, someone who's curious. This is somebody thinking things through, choosing their battles. So you have to choose your battles here, whether something's worth working for, waiting for, or if you're going to get what you want here. As far as that feminine goes, because it is about seeing the reality of a situation. They definitely see someone curious and learning. Somebody wanting to know if someone's interested, who they're invested in, and if they're single. So, or married. Interesting. Yeah. Somebody here feels they missed an opportunity. Yeah. The Empress is often thank you, but no thank you, not interested. I do feel there's a bit of a temptation here too. Like I feel it's a test of faith. Somebody testing someone here. Yeah, I feel it's out with the old, in with the new. And I do feel this is somebody here seeing that. Wanting a partner. The Empress wants a partner. Someone who's there long-term through thick and thin. At least this Empress. So not all Empresses. Some Empresses like to stay single. But this is somebody going, thanks, but no thanks. I'm not interested. So just be careful someone's telling you everything that you need to know here. Be careful of anyone who keeps secrets. Make sure that there isn't somebody here who's actually married, or someone who puts on the brake when it's time to make a commitment. But it's all about harmony and balance. Yeah, we have the King and Queen of Pentacles. There we go. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Doesn't have to be those signs, but it's a person who's doing the same thing. They're grounding themselves, looking into the future, seeing themselves with someone who's a partner. They want a partner, someone who puts in effort. They want to build with somebody. So it looks like you've got some choices to make. And I do see somebody talking to other people. Somebody here could be tempting someone too. But it is an energy of out with the old and in with the new, and a healing. The Empress is healed. This is somebody here who's open to other options and opportunities. But there's definitely someone here, thank you, but no thank you. Yeah, and I do feel some of you too had someone who put on the brakes. Now they're taking another look, feeling differently. This is someone who probably didn't tell someone how they felt. Because there's love here. This is the King and Queen of Cups. It's about coupling up. Someone may have feels they missed an opportunity. Yeah, see, there's an energy of making a choice, choosing the one. There's definitely a spark, attraction, two people checking each other out. A little test. Oh, when the Queen of Wands shows up, whether this is your own energy and you're just tired of waiting and waiting. Someone who keeps you waiting. But what is this person doing while you're waiting? If it feels off, it probably is. Yeah. See, it's an energy of playing safe, being cautious. See, someone's not getting what they want. I feel someone never gave you what you wanted. You waited and waited and wasted your time. So this is why I feel it's an energy of out with the old, in with the new. But I see the energy of the King and Queen of Cups both playing it safe, checking each other out, taking your time going down this path. Definitely friends first. Because it has to do with somebody putting in effort. And now we know the Queen of Cups and King of Cups often are nurturing, caring. But I definitely feel somebody in the past didn't put in enough effort. They were focused on other things. They don't want the responsibility. They're not reliable. That's what I feel. Wow. Definitely playing it safe, but it's about getting the cup filled. See, nobody here got what they wanted. I feel there's two people here. It could be a reconciliation. Some sort of reconciliation, possibly for some, where nobody got what they wanted. See, it has to do with love. One thing for sure, it's playing it safe, being cautious about taking this to the next level. Stay in your power. Because it's an energy of not acting like the wife until you're the wife energy as well. Now, that doesn't mean there can't be any physical connection, but it's all about speaking up and speaking your truth, asking questions. Because there's definitely an energy of why. Because whenever the Hierophant shows up, it's someone seeking answers, and they're looking at why. Somebody rejected someone or ignored them. But it's about this missed opportunity. Feel this is maybe even both of you feeling that way. But it is a bonded connection. Two people who build each other up. They don't tear each other down. And that's what I kind of feel. I don't know if someone's putting someone down or... Yeah, but it's all about tearing down those walls too. But that person, whoever's in hermit mode, is doing a lot of thinking about truth. Someone needs to figure out what makes them happy. Yeah, I feel someone's already basically said they just want to be single. If that is your story, then that's where it's taking something at face value. Yeah, so I do see an energy of change, somebody moving on. See, this is some of you, something has changed you forever. Yeah, but I do see someone coming back around, but it's looking to see if they put in effort, if they've changed, if they're emotionally mature, available. Because it is about, and I definitely feel the Empress is somebody who definitely doesn't start cooking and cleaning and nurturing and, taking care of somebody here. Make them put in the effort. And that could be something that's happened. And I do feel, like I say, a pause. Two people looking at things from a whole different perspective after a period of time. Yeah, see that aha moment, seeing the truth, the victory. There's definitely an energy of enlightenment. Definitely King and Queen of Swords. And I feel there could be someone in that social circle. I see, like I say, enlightenment. It's about truth and victory. It's about a win-win. Yeah. Look at the cup runneth over. This is two people drinking from each other's cup, sharing their cups. See, it's all about this fresh new start, this opportunity. Someone feels they missed this opportunity. Yeah, but I think the ship has sailed for some of you too. Like I feel the ship has sailed, tired of waiting. It feels off. It's time to release and shed all this. So there is a big decision. I do see two people making a decision. Yeah. See, it's time to move on. See, it's about moving on, avoiding a disaster. Like I feel the ship has sailed for someone. It's time to move on. I see moving forward. Two people spending time together, learning about each other, applying the lessons learned to this situation. Wow. Yeah, look at that. You're manifesting this. Masculine or feminine, you're manifesting. You have everything you need. There's desire, a spark, attraction. There's desire. So you are manifesting and probably mirroring. And often that's what happens when people get all up into their heads. But I mean, this is about two people coming together, spending time together. I do see, like I say, possible reconciliation or out with the old, in with the new, either or. The Empress is always open to talk, to communicate, but the Empress is no pushover. So it's about faith, loyalty, making sure you're on the same page, some sort of an agreement. If you have someone who you had an agreement with and they didn't follow through and you're tired of waiting and someone wasting your time, and they could be exploring other options here. Like I just feel like it's someone who keeps you waiting. But I feel it's someone who's speaking truth. They just want to be single. But others of you, it's like a whole different scenario where someone sees the bigger picture. They want to know everything. They're learning. They want to know everything. And they're likely talking to people, whether you're single or not, and their cup runneth over. So this is an interesting energy. Definitely with the Empress, the King and Queen of Pentacles, look out for yourself. Okay? It's all about looking out for yourself here. But yeah, some of you, it's a new person, out with the old, in with the new. Others of you, I do see possibility of a reconciliation. It's a little test, testing the water, seeing if somebody has changed. I do see a lot of happiness and joy because I do feel like you're pretty confident masculine or feminine, about making a decision, because this is a decision that's going to have to be made. It's about a test of faith, loyalty, making sure on the same page. See, an agreement. I actually feel we got two people who maybe didn't get each other in the past, and there's definitely been a healing. But the interesting energy is this happiness and joy. See, seeing things very clearly. Both people seeing things clearly. So interesting. Yeah, see, dating and courting, taking things slow. Heartfelt message communication. But I do feel it's an energy of just kind of friends first, taking your time here. So it all depends on your situation. But if someone told you they just want to be single, believe it. Okay? But others of you definitely have a person who's curious. They're talking to people. They want to know what you're up to, what you do. They want to know what you do for work. If you're married, if you're single. And this person's coming in. And they're definitely looking for clarity. But do choose your battles and think this through. Take care. Bye for now.